How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. That's Elliot, and you've seen him do that before. He always goes straight to the shoulder, and then he flies off, and you may have heard we've got a paper bag down over there that he was playing around with, but I don't know if you heard that or not. Anyway, have you seen this interview that Mark Levin had with Donald Trump? I haven't seen all of it. I've seen some clips of it. Honestly, I don't really care to see the whole thing because I know what it is. It's just going to be, a whole lot of, let's just say Levin's head stuck somewhere that it probably shouldn't be stuck. Anyway, and the clips that I've seen, that's exactly what it was too. It was just, how far can he put his head up there? And the one clip in particular that just gets me, it's just unbelievable to me that people still actually and truly believe this, right? He was talking to Donald Trump about faith and his belief in God. And, Levin is basically saying, I know you're a man of faith, and I know you go to church, and this, that, and the other. And look, Donald Trump is not a religious person. He's not a church-going person. Now, Christian myself, I'm also not a church-going person. Probably should be, but I'm not. So the fact that he doesn't go to church, I don't hold that against him. And the fact that he has never been a religious person, he is not a man of faith. You know what? I'm one of these people that all things being equal, I will take a person of faith over someone who is not of faith. All right? Actually, all things equal, I will take a Christian over someone of a different faith. And that's just a deciding factor for me. I mean, if you've got somebody over here that, I agree with most of what you say, but your faith is different from mine, or you don't have faith, but overall I think you want to do the right thing. All right, I'm gonna seriously take that into consideration. This person over here, you claim to be a person of faith, and you're in church every Sunday, and you're teaching Bible study and Sunday school and all that. But the policies that you're advocating are just not right. There's a problem with the policies that you're advocating, and I can't agree with pretty much anything that you're saying. I'm going to take the candidate over here where my disagreement is on faith versus the candidate over here who's I disagree with because I think that their policies are just bad. And not that really Trump has any policies per se. I mean, what? Mass deportation and cut taxes. That's it. That's all he really has. But that's beside the point. For Trump to just sit there and pretend that he's a man of faith, and don't take my word for it. In fact, anybody who says that he's not a man of faith, don't take their word for it. Go watch some of the interviews. He's been asked, well, he's been asked about his faith. And I saw one interview a while back. I don't remember who it was, but his answers, well, he was asked about his relationship with God. And his response was, well, the evangelicals really like me. Okay, that doesn't answer the question, now does it? It doesn't answer the question. And evangelicals, y'all, I'm not even going to get into that right now because that's another subject for another time. But y'all need to check yourselves because you're not doing it right. But yeah, is Trump a man of faith? No, he's not. And that alone would not be enough to turn me away from him, right? Unless I thought that he was a decent candidate and I thought he was going to do good things for the country. And he mostly agreed with somebody else that I liked. But that person was a Christian or a person of faith. You know, even some other faith. And he's not a believer. Okay, that would be what would tip the scales for me. But no, what tipped the scales for me on him was a long time ago. It started with, I didn't realize just how dumb the guy actually is. But it didn't take me long to figure out that he had no respect for anyone. You know, when he started going after John McCain for being a POW. I like people who weren't captured. Yeah, whatever, Donnie. Whatever there, Captain Bone Spurs, but that's beside the point again. Another topic for another time that I've already been over a few times. And I'll probably go over it again at some point. But let me ask you this. If someone is going to present themselves as a person of faith, they're going to say that the Bible is their favorite book. And you ask them, well, what is one verse that you really like? Me? I'm going to go to Ephesians chapter 6. Right? Ephesians chapter 6. That's one that I'm going to go to. You know, it's not one particular verse, it's just that chapter that I like. Put on the whole armor of God. That's the one that I like. He was unable to answer that or refused to answer it. And then finally, at some point here, not that long ago, he's like, well, I really like the eye for an eye thing. Okay, well, at least there's something that you know is in the Bible. But would a Christian cite that one as being their favorite? Probably not. Why not? Because, well, you know, Jesus was kind of not eye for eye. In fact, no, Jesus didn't actually say this, but his overall philosophy seemed to be eye for an eye and the whole world goes blind. And that's really the way it works out too. You know, Jesus was, hey, if you're without sin, you be the first one to throw a stone. Jesus was why are you focused on the speck in his eye when you've got a plank in yours? Don't pretend that Donald Trump is some pious, holy person. He is not today's King David. He was not sent here by God. And that's actually something else that he referenced. He said that, I don't think he exactly said it outright, but he hinted that, he was sent here by God to fix our country. Well, first of all, God isn't as concerned with the United States as you might think. And second of all, if anybody was sent to fix a country, now, see, God's more focused on the world. And we are not a favored nation. We're just not. And that's just kind of the way it is. I mean, read the Bible, you'll understand. But yeah, stop playing him up as some religious guy. Some guy who loves God, some great Christian. The best thing to happen to Christianity since Christ himself. Just stop. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll see you next time.